Hi YouTube, this is just a very short video for me to let off steam about one of my pet hates at the moment, which is cheap and tacky and useless free gifts given as promotions with, well, whatever, but magazines in particular. And I don't see the point really, I suppose, is what I want to say. You can say, well, if you're going to buy the magazine anyway and you're getting a free gift, what does it matter if it's really pointless and tacky? If it doesn't affect you actually buying the magazine, then you haven't lost anything, and that's absolutely true. On the other hand, I really, really don't understand when, for example, reputable designers put their name to a really cheap and tacky bag, as a typical makeup bag, mirror, whatever, that really puts me off ever getting anything from that designer. Or in this case, what set off this particular rant is a piece of makeup that did encourage me, in fact, to buy this month's edition of Elle magazine. They're the September issues of the magazines are all out now, and of course in the fashion and beauty world, the September issue is an important big issue dealing with all the fall collections. So September Vogue, for example, is always the biggest, apart from perhaps Christmas edition of Vogue in the year. They don't give crappy free gifts, of course, but pretty much the same for all the serious magazines and serious beauty magazines. I mean, they're not talking about nuclear fission, obviously. They're talking about fashion and makeup, and how serious can that get? But you know what I mean. So anyway, I was quite excited to see that the free gift with Elle was a Jemma Kidd makeup school glamour defining eyeliner, and they had a choice of colours, and I rootled through all the magazines in order to get a blue one, as I've got plenty of black, and I don't think there were any black ones, but brown ones. And I was quite excited because I have looked at Jemma Kidd's makeup. It's not very widely available. They do it on QVC, which perhaps isn't, necessarily the greatest recommendation. But I'd read a lot of good things about, in particular, her foundation. And I had I'd been in the market for buying one of her foundations, except they didn't have what was obviously my shade on QVC. And I thought, well, I would look out to see if she was selling in Selfridge, Liberties, those sorts of stores in London that often have some of the lesser known niche makeups, because Jemma Kidd is, of course, a relatively well-known makeup artist, and as I say, I'd heard good things about her makeup range. Now, this eye pencil came, quite nicely packaged with the little sort of thing at the back to smudge. You can see here that it's broken because what happened when I took the lid off, having unpacked it, it was nicely pointed at the end, but the minute I pressed down, the crayon bit just completely snapped. So I thought, no worries, it's been shaken about a bit, and I'll sharpen it. Now, it was about twice as long as it is at the moment, because every time you sharpen it, sufficient to get the crayon bit pointing out from the wood, you can see that all as there is a sort of ring of crayon with hollow in the middle. So you can never get, and then it just breaks off again like that. So the minute you would press it, it comes on. It's just an absolutely rubbish pencil. So, I can sharpen down as much as I like, but the consistency of the crayon lead, as it were, is just flaky and broken and hopeless. So it's an absolutely useless gift. I haven't been able to use it even once. And I've got a magazine at the end of it which has got some good articles in. But put it this way, I'm never going to buy any Jemma Kidd makeup now, or it would take me a great deal of persuasion to actually pay money for any items of hers. even if, as I'm assuming, this is not typical of the usual quality of her makeup, presumably because it was produced cheaply. You know, what is the point? It just makes me think it's a completely crap line, and this is a bit of a rip-off. So, Jemma Kidd, I'm afraid that freebie has lost you a potential customer, and I really don't see the point in giving away free gifts of inferior quality that are not going to encourage people to actually buy your line in future. Can I contrast that with the Burberry free gift that I talked about probably a month or so ago, which was a free gift with a purchase? Fantastic quality, made me try a different product that I would definitely buy again, and didn't make me feel, even though it suckered me into making two purchases when in fact I'd only gone out to buy one, because both the purchases I was very pleased with in the end, and more particularly because the gift was a generous and quality one. It actually encouraged me to go back and sample that range again. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the only point of free gifts. So what do other people think?